Da-da-da. Top.
Nobody.
I said, who's that?
I said nobody.
I said nobody. Shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm almost done. I just gotta do something. Okay.
Hours in detention. Today, immediately after school, in the basement. Sister, what kind of a man desecrates a defenseless textbook?
Defenseless textbook.
Slap your fat face. You are destroying your life with that.
Mormon. Oh boy. Really? You are Mormon? Oh man. I don't know what to say. I guess at least you're out of it. It's better than Scientology, right? I think. Hey, Deluxe. I'm drinking blue baboons, blue curacao, and Perry on the rocks. I don't know what a blue baboon is, but that sounds cool, Vole. Sounds pretty cool. I'm in the game now. Drill, the best I can do is write your name right there in the middle of the screen. It's pretty centerpiece, but there's no room for the whole thing. Unless I made the writing super small, but then it's not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to read it. So, you know. Raw, of course, Galaxy. Wants to send me a playlist of Disney music and have to guess what songs they are. All right. We're gonna try to guess. I'll try to do it as fast as I can. All right. Maybe this one is better for you skipping. Oh, because there's no cheating. I'm not gonna cheat. Yeah, because I don't want to listen to all their songs, do I? Yeah, let's just listen to all the Disney songs. Fuck it. It's an hour long of songs, Disney songs. I hope you guys like Disney. Sorry. That sounds like Aladdin? Is that Aladdin or Belle or fucking The Beauty and the Beast? First one wrong? Is it Beauty and the Beast? I thought it was Aladdin at first, but no, it's Beauty and the Beast, right? Is it? Beauty and the Beast. Okay, I got it. At first, I got wrong. Yeah, you're right. First one I got wrong. I got it on a second choice though. I should have waited a little bit longer. I went too fast, you know. I went a little too fast. I kind of hate these songs because they remind me too much of musicals. Like it's not music; it's just musical. Do you like roots music? What does that mean? What do you mean by roots music? Music from my roots from Somalia? Hey, Arboris. Arboris loves Disney music, so I'm sure he'll be happy. Can we skip to the next song? Okay, here. Oh, that's fucking the one with the lions. The Lion King. The one with the lions. Lion King. Fucking Lion King, man. Telling lies and slander. Oh no. Sorry. What kind of shoes did I give Jab? Just like brown shoes? Brown black shoes? Would Kanan be roots for you? I don't know what that is. See, for skipping this is a playlist, not a one video. Alright, you want me to do the playlist? The other one? Okay, let's try this. Okay, this is the Lion King, remember? Yeah. Okay, next.
Then Flounder will splash around to get his attention, and then we'll go.
Oh. The mermaid, the little mermaid. See? Easy. Come on. I can't believe I thought this was gonna like trick me or something. I mean, I got the first one wrong, but this one is easy. Under the sea. This is Kanan. Hold on. What are you sending me? Marad. Oh, this song? Oh, I don't know. I kind of know it, but that's Mowgli, the Jungle Book. Fucking Mowgli. Disney nerds. I think I'm into like his shoes are a lot more like this. I think. Baloo. Is that his name? Oh yeah, the bear, right? Baloo.
The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Oh man, this is really living.
I don't mind this song. It isn't Disney unless it has Jiminy Cricket singing "When You Wish Upon a Star." See ya, Joaka. Why are you leaving so early? Um, oh no, it's Sleeping Beauty. Damn it, I got it wrong. Okay, next. Yeah, I fucked that one up. The old ones are hard sometimes because they all sound a little bit the same. Like all the super old classics, right? All the old Disney movies, they all kind of have the same tone to them. Shit, I don't know what this is.
Snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm.
It sounds more like a modern movie, a Disney movie that's like more like
Heaven knows
recent.
don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know.
Oh, I know this fucking song. Here it goes. Yeah, it's Frozen. It's Frozen. It's Frozen. I was like, oh, I know this part. Oh, this is Frozen. Okay, next. No worries, Drill. I don't mind. It's just that I kept forgetting, you know. So I was like, okay, today I'm gonna do it for good, you know. See you, Drill. Okay, is the song starting soon or what? I don't want to look at the screen of like. I don't want to look at the title of it. Why is it so low, the volume? I don't know what this is from. It's a guy singing. It's not Aladdin. Is it the guy that's in the jungle, fucking Tarzan? You guys are saying Hercules. Why are you guys cheating in the chat? DC, are you wanting a princess to come out of me? Poison, are you a princess? All right. Hey, Kingsblade, how you doing, man? It's Mulan? It sounds like Hercules. I think you guys are right, but you're cheating. I will delete spoilers for you. Yeah. It is Hercules. Yeah. Okay, next.
Wash the dishes. You tidy up the room.
Oh, it's an old movie.
You clean the fireplace. And I will use the broom.
It's about cleaning. It could be Cinderella.
Just whistle while you work.
No, it's too many animals.
Cheerfully do
It's in the forest. There's birds. Oh, the one with the apple.
a merry tune.
The no, not the apple. Yeah, the apple. The one with the dwarves. The one with the dwarves. What is it called? What's the one with the dwarves? Snow White. Yeah. Snow White. Snow White. Snow White. Snow White. I got it. I got it. I knew that one. You know what sold it? It was the birds. Like the animals. And there's like, yeah. Not under the rug. Mighty Ducks. Okay, next. Oh, easy. It's Aladdin. With the genie. I feel like the Aladdin songs are such like recognizable classics that you can't get them wrong, you know? Like the Whole New World, like all their songs they're so recognizable. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Like if your songs are really recognizable, that means you did a good job, correct? You know? And with her daughter, but she never watched out of laziness. Anyway, this is Aladdin for sure. Easy. Too easy. I feel like if you did like Pixar movies, it'd be harder, maybe. Maybe? Okay, what is this? This song. It sounds French. Or maybe, oh, the Beauty and the Beast? Like the clock and the fucking candle guy? Wait. That's not the Beauty and the Beast. No, this is, no, that's a Lion King. It's the Lion King. The Goonings? The Goonies? What? The Goonings? What is that? No, this is the Lion King. I thought it was I don't know why the voice at the beginning sounded really like French and like that fucking candle guy from Beauty and the Beast, you know? I forget his name, but the French candle dude. It sounded like that at first. That's why I was like, "Oh, is it?" But no. Yeah, this is Lion King. Beady bitty bitty boop.
It's like a dream. A wonderful dream come true. Yes, my child.
Goodness me, it's getting late. Hurry up, dear. The ball can't wait.
Cinderella, yeah. Okay, next one.
What kind of a dream?
A bird, a dream.
Can't tell.
This is Alice in Wonderland.
And after all, a dream is a wish
Alice in Wonderland?
your heart made
It's about a dream.
when you're
No?
fast to see. In dreams you will
What? What is this from then?
whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams,
I don't know.
and someday
Oh, it's Sleeping Beauty?
your rainbow will come smile.
Where's this from? No, it's Cinderella. What?
No matter how your
It's Cinderella?
heart is kept.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Okay, next.
If I were a rich man with $1 million or two, I'd live.
Oh, it's the voice. It's the guy who does the Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. Okay, I don't know yet. There's no way to know yet. It's in nature. Fucked up. It's Mulan? Damn. Yeah, I never watched Mulan really, so that's why I don't know. Okay, next. Oh! This is, Up. It's Up. 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 I remember because of the old Flash and the people cheering at the wedding. Yeah. What a good movie, though. Poison, everyone cried in this movie. Come on. Mama Cookie was bawling too. I think it's the strongest Pixar movie, but okay. Better than Toy Story? Yeah, I think so. I mean, Toy Story is super strong as a whole, right? And I think the third movie of Toy Story is the best one. But I think, like, in itself, in one singular movie, I think Up is their best movie. But okay. Songs that already exist, they just use in their movie. Okay, there's no way I could figure that one out. Okay, next. Okay, falling down. What is this? Let's get down to business. The Huns? Mulan? Oh, it's when they're training and shit. Like, yeah, I've seen this. I think. Like, I think I've seen parts of Mulan, but I've never seen the whole movie. But this is Mulan, the Huns, right? Yeah. Like, all I know about Mulan is that it's a girl that wants to join the army or something. or like a group of people that are going to defend the land or something like that, right? But they only allow boys or something, correct? And she like trains with them or something, and then I don't know the rest of the story. And there's like a little dragon in it or something. Like that's all I know. And there's like the Huns, the Mongolians that are like evil or something. They're the bad guys or something, correct? Like that's all I know of Mulan, pretty much. Be a man. Anyway, next. I guessed it, but only because I paid attention to the lyrics and they said the Huns in it. Mulan again? It sounds from Asia a little bit, no? I don't know. The hell is this? Oh god. Super French. It's gotta be the cooking food rat movie. Ratatouille. It's gotta be Ratatouille. It's like Parisian. It's like so French, it's disgusting. So it has to be Ratatouille. Yep. I knew it. It was just too French. The cooking mouse rat thing. Yeah. Oh, the duck movie. What is it called? What is that duck movie? Ducktail. It says in the song. It's Ducktail. DuckTales. Whoa. Okay. Oh, the next movie I already played. Okay. Buzz Lightyear. Okay, it's Toy Story. Easy. Next.
Oh dear. Now I shall never get old.
Okay, it's an old movie.
Well, when one's lost, I suppose it's good advice.
She's lost. Oh, it has to be
Someone find you.
Alice in Wonderland. It's got to be.
But who'd ever think to look for me here?
Yeah, it is. It's like
Advice.
old voice, old acting with
If I'd listened earlier, I wouldn't be here.
is very like it's like old English, but like with sprinkled British in it, and it was for TV and like radio and stuff. You know, I forget what it's called, but there's a name for it, I'm sure. But oh, he did all the songs for that movie. It's Tarzan. Tarzan. Done. Boom. Got it. Jenny seen when? Saturn. Voice chat when? When are you going to join me in voice chat? Different radio networks used to have styles guides for the announcers. Yeah. It's called the transatlantic accent. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Transatlantic. Yeah. That's it. That's the one. I was about to be like, oh, you mean Phil Collins? Yeah. They have some good songs. Yeah. Phil Collins. 2 points for Cookie Door. Anyway. Can I steal those legs? What do you guys think? Can I reuse here? I could just do this, right? Lazy Cookie? Hey, Top Eye. By the way, Saturn, I in the stream, the live stream announcement on Discord, I said only hot guys allowed in here today. So I'm sorry, but Saturn, you're not a hot guy, okay? You're unfortunately not allowed in here. Voice chat, yeah. What was that last time I was there? You called me a cow. I did not. You're lying. I didn't. I was never mean to you. A lazy cookie for the win. Cow cunt. I never called anyone that.
I'm starving.
Listen, kid, I hate to break it to you.
Okay, what is this?
Duo is now the dynamic uno.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, our partnership is herewith designed.
That sounds like a 90s movie.
Well, you're not being fair.
Fair's for tourists, kid. Consider it a free lesson in street savoir-faire from New York.
Street savoir-faire, New York.
See you later.
What?
I hope you get them.
I have no clue what this movie is.
You want 'em? Come and get 'em.
A dog?
But I'm warning you, kid. 1 minute I'm in Central Park,
Central Park? Okay, it's a New York movie about dogs.
I'm down on the Lansing Street.
What? What is this called? Oliver and Company? Okay, I've never seen that movie. That doesn't count. I would like to participate in voice chat. That's cool. You can if you want. I invite people all the time to come in and talk. Hello, Ivan. Okay, so who's coming in voice chat today? Who wants to chat up? Anybody? Billy Joel? Did you guys know that Saturn Princess started dating a guy in Israel, and he kind of looks like this? Her new boyfriend kind of looks like this, right, Saturn? Manga, you want to come and talk? Yeah. Join only talk about sacking Constantinople. What the hell? Sepala, just for fun. They just added them for fun. DC dashing his hopes. Me? Poison? Okay, come in voice chat, Poison. Or Zictune? Can't come tonight, not hot enough. Okay, I'm gonna add Rosin here. I think he's gonna have the same shoes as the other guys. How about that? I have no clue what this song is from. Ba-dum. His suit is lighter though. Yeah, Poison, you can come in voice chat if you want, but you gotta go on Discord. I don't know if you have Discord. You're welcome to bring me into these. Sure, Yorick, if you want. I mean, I don't want to bring too many people on at the same time, otherwise it becomes like chaotic, you know? I have no clue where this song is from. It sounds very strange though. I don't know. Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh. God. Mrs. Blackfire? Sure, if you want. Listen, you just gotta go in a voice channel on Discord and I'll drag you in. Okay? But you love chaos, DC. Yes, not always. Not in voice chat. It just gets like, just becomes noise. It gets too noisy. You know?
Night cycle happen?
Uh,
You're planning on updating that. I remember seeing that on Patreon. So how is it gonna be now compared to how it was before? Or not now, but in the future.
okay, Blackfire, do you have like do you have art related questions?
I'm not that much into coding, but it's more like just in general how to do coding stuff.
Why are you asking me all the questions that I'm the last person to know?
Oh, okay. Let's talk about something else then.
But listen. Do you have coding questions about when the game was coded in the first 6 versions of the game? Like when I used to code? I'll tell you how I used to code the original gardening minigame that was half functioning and had bugs.
I remember that. Have that evolved at all? It feels like the same for.
No, it evolved a lot. Listen, I'm gonna send you the 0.01 version of the game when I had the base, when I coded the minigame, okay? I'll send you that. I still have the link for it. And you can play it and you can see the difference, okay?
Wow.
That sounds like a treat.
Yeah.
Is it easy to just download using 7-zip?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put the link here. Hold on. I still have the link to the 0.0. Hold on. And the whole game was 36 megabytes. Hold on. Manage links. Okay, here. If you guys want to download 0.0, I put the link in the chat. This is 0.01. If you guys want to try it.
You put it in chat.
Yeah, it uses really old character art for all the characters. Like I think Roxy's terrible looking. All the characters are horrible, and the mini game, everything is buggy. There's barely anything in the game, and the garden mini game is like super bad.
Was it also that the meme started appearing about the achievement where when you play the game on PC in game, the character will say, "Oh, it's full of bugs."
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. What archaeology stuff?
Not so serious question.
Yeah.
How do you develop certain characters? Like, is it because you feel like, I like a woman like this at the moment, so I'm gonna draw a woman like this and put it in my game?
I think it's more like we need a certain type of character. Like, if we need someone who's very, like, sexual, then their character traits, physical traits, will be very sexual. If we need someone who's, like, kind of timid, a little shy, then obviously their body characteristics and their face and the way they look, the way they talk is going to reflect that. So it's more about what kind of character do we need? We need this, this, and this. Okay, how do we design a character following these traits, you know? That's how it usually works, okay?
So everything you do is pragmatic then.
To a certain extent. Sometimes I just need a random character that it doesn't really matter what they look like or what they are, right? But usually what I do when we need a character like that, I just do a raffle, and then someone in the chat wins the raffle, and they tell me what they want their character to look like. So that has happened a lot of times, you know?
Sense. Like, Eve.
Yeah.
How old is she? Like, when was the earliest time she appeared?
I don't know. What do you mean? How old the character is in the game?
Yeah, the earliest she appeared.
Well, she was like 18, I guess. I don't know.
No, I mean the earliest in-game development.
Oh, is she in 0. Well, check the link that I just sent.
Yeah, I downloaded. I'm gonna check it out after.
Because I think she might be in the first version or the following one. Like, she was there from quite early on, but.
Yeah, because you also have become very, very good over the time, but I don't know what have been improved or what is still original design.
Yeah. There's only a few things that are original designs, but not a lot.
And
like
one of the characters,
Debbie, there's some like half of Debbie art is pretty old.
Yeah.
Debbie needs to be updated like
I
completely.
wish Debbie should be updated. I want to be able to impregnate Debbie. She's my favorite character.
Nothing like putting it in the mom type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining because you are hard at work.
Well,
You are
I'm
hard
trying to be hard at work, you know.
But a character I would like to hear about, and I haven't seen many either on Discord or here talk about, is Judy. You know,
Judy?
The one
mean
with the
Judith?
big chest. Yeah, Judith.
Oh,
In the
Judith.
school.
Judith. Yeah. What about her?
She has not, in the latest version, been updated.
Yeah, I know. She has a new no. She's updated at the beginning, but she's not updated like the rest of her content, and she has no story in the game yet. So
Yeah, like, I don't know why. I think she's very cute. She's not the most interesting, but
yeah.
I was thinking. No, let me first hear. Cousin Brett.
Coach Bridget.
Yeah, Coach Bridget. She
Mm.
is in so in. I think that was what you said. It is. I think it's over before you went on your break. That
Okay.
conversation was on your stream.
Okay.
Where someone asked about her.
But what's your question? What do you mean?
How is she gonna be involved in the whole thing? Because right now, when you finish your gym, you keep training, you're still not able to have conversation, and it's because she's not been updated, right? But how is it gonna work when you go to the gym, train with your sensei, get stronger, you also get agility, all that stuff? How is that gonna tie in? Is it like the other teachers? You have to do a quest, or is it the gym and her coach Bridget are they involved? So you have to do a certain amount of training before you can proceed in her.
So Blackfire, I think DC has actually touched on that. They were discussing about putting in not exactly
Yeah,
checkpoints,
I
but
might
like
have missed.
certain.
I might have missed that stream then. I missed the stream yesterday because I went to bed at that time.
Well, they've talked about as developing the story that there'll be points that you have to reach before you can progress, continuing progress with the others. So
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I like that idea of making a progress system before you can proceed.
right, don't
That
just
make.
finish out one person before you move on to the next.
I was even thinking it is not really how it is right now, but the only way before I even joined your Discord, for me personally, when I just played the game without reading, was, about the game on the wiki, was every time one of the what is it, the Russian mafias, right, would contact you and your family, that
Mm-hmm.
was a midpoint, like a new if something new would come, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first time you get threatened, when the car is damaged, then you can proceed with Debbie, stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was the only way I could really see, oh, now I've come to a certain point in the story, where I can continue in the story. But there was no on the phone saying, oh yeah, you are precisely at this chapter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like a chapter system. I don't know how he would make it.
What do you mean by chapter system?
Not chapter,
He's talking a bit more structured, like you've reached a certain point with a certain character,
yeah,
but
the
you
game
can't move
says
on.
the game says after this amount of days and after you have talked to this amount of characters, both of those have to be fulfilled before the game will continue, so you can now contact other characters.
Yeah. So I mean, you want to be able to have a physical, a visual way of seeing that you've reached a certain
a
point.
small meter. It's
Yeah.
not needed. If it takes too much work to make a physical thing in game to show it, I don't think it's worth it.
This is kind of like part of the new phone UI that we want to do.
Yeah.
I can hear DC's brain melt.
Yeah. I don't know if chat
I-
was ready for a guy to just join a conversation in
I-
voice chat and talk about.
I'm trying to
stuff
understand
like this.
Blackfire's accent and his questions. Okay, hold on. But I get what you're saying. Yes, this is one of the things that we're gonna address with the new phone UI when we get to it, basically.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
very excited for it. I'm very excited for what you have in plan.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a much easier way for people to progress, especially new players. I think it's gonna be really good. But,
Yeah.
to progress in the game and understand where they are.
You
And,
you have made that feature so people can cheat, which I have done every now and when it comes to small updates. Because this is gonna sound very embarrassing, especially since I played this game for 1.5 years now.
Mhm.
I don't know how to move my save files.
Okay.
I'm too low intelligence to move it so they become corrupted, and then I have to start over.
But did you try looking at our wiki page?
Yeah, I later discovered that,
Oh, okay.
but I've not had to do it yet.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I then got a new computer, so all the save files doesn't exist anymore anyway. So this was about half a year ago. I got a new computer, so it does not matter.
Mhm.
Then I have another question, and I don't know how much is secret regarding the in-game lore behind Frank, the father.
Okay.
But how big of an impact is Frank without being there?
What do you
Does it make
mean?
sense? Like,
No, I don't
how
know.
much have he done which is gonna fuck over the main character? He somehow got the Russian mafia on the main
Yeah.
character. He
Uh-huh.
somehow also had connections to the bank lady. Which I
Yeah.
don't know if she had a connection to the Russian mafia. How much have he been running around doing? The indication of he have stolen money. I don't know if I don't want to spoil too much for anyone new player has not gotten into the
Okay, so I mean, what you're asking is if there's more that he's done?
Yeah, have he done more? Have you planned on even more he have done, or is it it? We have. You
I
have
think that's
everything.
I think that's it for now. But if we add anything, it's because we need to add it and it makes sense. Like we're not gonna add things for no reason. But
Right now,
yeah.
it just feels like he got killed due to arrogance, and he stole money from multiple people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, he stole money from the mob. That's a good way to get a bolt in the brain.
Yeah. Now, I really want to also talk about something more, fun to talk about.
Okay.
Let's
Some
talk
characters.
about Odette.
Odette.
How did was that also a raffle, or were you just like, we need a big titty goth girlfriend?
Oh, that was a raffle.
yeah.
Yeah. I think we were looking for a friend for Grace.
Yeah.
We were looking for friends for Grace, and that would be like at the tattoo parlor during the story. And we had Tuku, and we needed an extra character. I think we needed a few characters. It wasn't just Odette; it was Odette and someone else. I forget who.
We also got the other guy, the guy who was.
Oh, Pili.
Oh, I was Tuk.
Tuku and Pili. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Pili and Tuku are actual fans of the game.
Ooh.
And
I like Tuk's hair. I like his hair. It's
yeah.
so cool.
and Odette was a raffle. Yeah, that was one. And someone wanted it was a cartoon character. They wanted the character to look like one of his I forget the character, but it's based off of a character, like a cartoon character. And he wanted like that character in the style of Summertime Saga. And they wanted the name to be Odette.
Odette? Is she a real vampire? Real questions here.
Spoilers, by the way.
If it's something,
I think. Listen, I think it's left to the player to choose if it's real. Yeah, use their imagination to choose if the vampire is real or not. Okay.
But here's the real question, right? If she was a vampire,
yeah,
does that mean the main character's baby with her is also a vampire?
No,
possibly.
It'd be a vampire.
Or a half vampire?
Yes, half vampire, vampire. But Odette wouldn't be able to survive in the sunlight if she was a full vampire. So, also a vampire then?
And that depends. See, this is gonna be very nerdy shit we're talking here, but I'm very much into fantasy, and one of my favorite fantasy races is vampires. And I am of the belief a vampire would not die to running water, would not die to a fucking cross, and the only thing that could, theoretically, in my mind, kill a vampire is a wooden stick through the heart. But it has to be a specific holy stick.
I think she is a real vampire. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
But I know that Sploosh wants her to not be a real vampire.
Fetishly, and like you're playing it up to be, she's a real vampire, but then, haha, lol, she's not a real vampire. But there's a magical cow which somehow got turned to a small statue, and there's also a fucking fish girl. So who knows? She could be a vampire. She could not be a vampire.
Possible. Okay, guys, I'm gonna invite 2 other people. All right.
Yeah.
New people. I'm gonna kick you guys off. Sorry.
No.
That's all right.
I'll get you again another time, Yorick, too. Okay.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun talking. I hope I can join a voice call another time.
Yeah. I bring people in all the time, so.
Yay.
Okay, bye, guys.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Okay. Now we're gonna bring in Con Canadian. Con, are you here? Come on, Con.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey,
How you been?
fucking busy.
Yeah. Still in
How
school?
about you? Oh yeah, of course.
You got one more year, right?
Yep.
Okay. Here, we're gonna bring a few people in. Okay, hold on. Maybe Tentai and Evie. I think they've been waiting around to join. So
I'm
Con,
working.
one more year of school, right? You said?
Yep, one more year.
Damn.
So-
What are you gonna do after that?
Well, there's a few places I've been in contact with, a few animation places in Toronto. So
Oh, that's cool.
see if I could sneak into there.
Yeah. That's good. So you want to stay around?
Oh yeah, I want to stick in Toronto. I'm not going to Canada, California. That's Vancouver. Fuck that noise.
You don't want to go there. You don't like the West Coast?
I mean, like, I've lived in Ontario my entire life. I don't really want to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, but you
Might
want to stick
visit-
around family or something?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
How have you been, aside from working every day?
Just the family stuff, you know, kids, everything. It's been good.
many
It's-
kids?
it's been good, but it's been 3. But I think when we for, people don't know this, but Con Canadian is the only person that I've ever hung out with, like, from the chat. Like, the only person I've ever, like, spent time with in real life.
Yeah, we what was it? We smoked cigars and drank beer.
Yeah, that's right. But that was a while ago now. And I don't think I had any
Oh, yeah.
kids back then, did I?
You had one kid.
Just one?
Yep.
Was Maruki pregnant, or did we actually had a kid?
You actually had a kid. From
Okay,
what I
okay.
remember it.
Yeah.
It was like late 2016 or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. Yeah, now I got 3. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Well, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. But yeah, we should hang out another time again, but it's hard now, especially these days. But I
Oh,
don't know.
100%.
Yeah. But maybe when you're done school and you have a career and, you know. We'll see.
But, I mean, shit. Back in when I first joined the chat here, I was just getting into college again. I was supposed to be done back in 2017, 2018, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. You're in school, it's all good, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, the college itself isn't that great, but it is what it is.
What do you mean it's not great? Like, it's the place is bad or something?
Well, the course that I took, the animation course that I took, it's really new.
Oh, I
So a
see.
lot of the stuff is half baked.
Oh, I see. That's okay. It's what you make of it mostly, you know, like.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm passing with a 3.7 GPA.
Oh, okay.
That's like the highest I've ever gotten in any academic area.
Wait, Tentai's here. Hey, Tentai, where are you from? I don't even know if his mic is working. I don't think it is.
Oh, it looks like it's on, unless he doesn't have a microphone.
All right, Evie. Evie's from Brazil. Evie, you there?
Ooh.
Brazil. The question is her English good or bad? Uh-oh. I think Evie might be shy. We'll see. Okay, hold on. Da-da-da. Arms, no. But yeah,
Oh, I have a
so...
question.
Yeah, what's up?
You took animation, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you have to do the pillowcase animation?
The what, sorry?
when you move around in Pelicans, it's supposed to. Teach
Oh
you
yeah,
about
yeah,
forming
yeah,
that.
yeah. I did that. Yeah, it was okay. It
I
was
never
whatever.
got to do that.
Why?
We showed it off, but we never got to do that. We were just doing different types of bouncing balls.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's all the same kind of theory, but yeah.
I suppose. I mean, I'm paying what, like 10 grand a year, and all I'm doing is just drawing porn online.
Oh, so you feel ripped off or something?
No, I think it's going towards a good cause. I don't
Mhm.
think they know that though, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Although I've always been curious, like between working in the industry and doing your own stuff, what was like the factor that made you decide to become self-employed?
I was just tired of commuting and working in studios, pretty much.
Is it really that bad, like the studio life?
I think it's just over time, it just soul grinds you, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so much like any other industry, I suppose.
I think you have to realize that everybody has a different expectation and a different way they handle the industry, if that makes sense. Because I know I have some good friends that love working in industry. Okay, they don't care on what they're working on; they just like the work. You know, they don't care if they're being told to like redo something 100 times because some producer doesn't like the way something looks. They'll still do it and they'll enjoy the work and whatever, right? Like they like the grind and they don't mind the work. Okay, but it's like everybody's, and then some people hate that stuff, but they still work in the industry because they don't want to take the leap of faith to like start their own thing, you know. And then there's some people that just like freelancing and they like being at home and being told what to do. But the thing with freelancing is like you have to you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have work and you have to fish for work, you know.
Yeah, that's where I am right now.
Yeah,
I've been
so
doing freelancing on the side.
So I find that freelancing is a lot easier once you've had industry experience, because once you have industry experience, you have contacts, right? Like when I freelance, it was all old contacts that I was working for, you know, that knew me. So it was like steady flow of work to the point where I was turning down jobs and gigs at freelancing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And that
So-
actually is a good point. Like, people don't realize how small the animation industry actually is.
Yeah. So like freelancing outside, like right out of school, is very difficult unless you have like an extremely strong portfolio that's very impactful, that you're really good at marketing online and people will basically know of your work, you know. Like if you're in that situation, then you can get a lot of freelance gig right out of school. If you don't, then it's going to be difficult, right? So, but if you work in the industry for like 5-10 years, then switching to freelancing is pretty easy, especially if you did really well in the industry and you kind of got a lot of contacts and you tried a few different places. You worked at like 3-4 different studios. Like people start to know you and all that kind of stuff. Then it's really easy to do the transition. And some people in the industry really like that position, that situation where you have the choice to like work from home and not have to commute every day to go in a studio, right? It's sort of the same work as in-house, like in terms of like what you do and what kind of feedback you get and the kind of projects you work on. It's going to be very similar as like studio work, but at least you don't have to commute. You don't have to, you don't have to deal with that bullshit at least, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
So-
one of the things with the current climate with the flu. I'm not sure if we're allowed saying it anymore.
We're talking about
a lot of
COVID?
animators.
Talking about COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of animators have been given the opportunity to work from home. I know that a lot of my teachers, all their work is at home while they teach.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So that's going to be pretty interesting how the job market is when I graduate. Do you ever get like because there's a few people in my course who are just not suitable for the industry. Like they get along with it. Nobody. They're
Oh,
they're
yeah.
kind of hard to be around. Have you met any of those people who were in the industry, and did they last very long?
No, I mean, I think it's like it's the same as like any industry. I think like there's studios that are starving for employees, right? Like, and usually those studios don't offer the best kind of work, obviously, right? There's a reason why they're starving for artists or they're starving for workers, is because the kind of work they do is not appealing to the majority of people working in industry, and it might not pay as good as other places, right? So it's like, even if you're not the most talented, or if you don't have the best attitude, or you don't get along with people as well as others, there's still a path for people to kind of like make it in industry. Like there's always going to be a path, unless you're like extremely problematic, like you punch people in the face at work, like then you're not going to get a job anywhere, you know? Like it doesn't matter if it's working in a studio or working at McDonald's. So I don't know, like I think there's a venue, because you can work in industry and not really be friends with anyone, but you do your job and you do it well. Like I used to know people like that in the industry, you know?
Okay, yeah. From what I can tell, because like I can talk to someone who's been working in Toronto for a while, and in animation, and they've probably been to almost every single studio doing some form of contract work there.
Yeah.
So it is like word of mouth does get around really fast.
Yeah, yep.
So the last thing you want to be known as is the person no one wants to work with.
Yeah.
At least in those places that offer dental, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, another interesting question. Like, you've been working on Summertime Saga since 2015,
Yeah, a while now, yeah.
like late 2015, I think.
Yeah.
Have you like? I remember you talking about like concepts for other projects, at least.
Yeah.
It's like different ideas you have down the road. Have you ever like? Are you going to strictly stick to adult, or have you had any like sort of like ready for everyone ideas?
I mean, outside of sometimes, if I want to do something else?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I have a bunch of ideas that yeah, I have like pitches for like short films and movies and video games that I've made over the years, like in my spare time. What I mean by a pitch is like a design document, or like storyboards, like a reel for like different like short films. I have like a bunch of like concept pitches for like games with design documents for all sorts of games. Like I've been doing that in my spare time for years, like since I was in school, you know. So yeah, I have lots of ideas for like 3D games, 2D games, different platformers. I have ideas for short films, long feature films. I have ideas for comic books. I have for like illustrated novels. I've always been like super creative in the sense of like storytelling through like all sorts of mediums, whether it's like video games, like movies, like whatever, right? So I have all sorts of ideas. I have like folders on hard drives full of like different projects and ideas that I've had over the years, you know. And on my phone, I have like documents on my phone where sometimes I'm like just hanging out with my kids, playing with my kids, and I have an idea for something, and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool idea. Like it's really like different and unique, kind of, right? So I go on my phone quickly and I like input like a bunch of like thoughts, and then I continue and I close it and I continue, right? And later down the road, I pick that, I email it to myself, and then that same night, I'm like, I take that idea and I'm like, I flesh it out a little bit better, and I like do a few sketches and I save that as like for the future. I'm like, oh, this is a really cool idea that I can pick from in the future, you know? And then sometimes I'll take two ideas and merge them together. I'm like, you know what? I had that one idea that was really cool for a game, but you know what? It would tie in really well with this kind of like interactive visual novel idea that I had. So I kind of like merge the ideas and I like come up with different, I don't know, like it's like, yeah, I don't know. I have lots of ideas for everything, but yeah, I think it just comes with just being creative in general. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think the funny thing is especially a lot within my class and my classmates, we all have ideas for like these big projects, and there's a substantial difference between having an idea and then having the understanding on how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been using Photoshop. Like, I know it's the industry standard, but have you ever tried to branch out to any other program, or you just kept on returning to Photoshop?
I used to when I had more spare time. Nowadays, I don't really do that anymore. But I used to dabble a lot into like 3D software and and some 2D software as well. Yeah. But nowadays I don't really have time, so I don't pretty much.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Like
3D,
what 3D software are you using right now?
Well, in school I'm using Maya. That's what
Yeah,
they're teaching
which
us.
I've used since the dawn of time. So I'm kind of surprised, but not that people still use that software. But I used to 3ds Max, Maya, and all that. I've used that for like ages. But yeah, it's cool that people still use it. Yeah.
It's intuitive in a lot of ways, but other ways it's really confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some things that'll be like, oh wow, this is really easy. I can't believe this hasn't been implemented in other areas. And other times you're like, how the hell do I do this one thing? This one simple. I mainly use Blender in my spare time. Like I'll 3D model in Blender, I'll animate in Blender because I'm more used to it. Have you did you ever have to make any 3D animated short films in when you were in college? Or
Yeah. I did 3D animation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I used to mod games and do like unique character animations in the game. Like I remember I worked on a game at one point and I did like a Star Wars mod for it, right? And I did like animations for like the AT&T and like all those big giant robots, you know? And I plugged that into a game. So I used like an engine for another game and made like a Star Wars mod for it. And I animated all sorts of vehicles and like different things like that. And I did all of that in like 3ds Max back in the day. AT&T,
wow.
AT or whatever, right? Whatever it's called. Anyway.
Yeah.
And I did also animations for like characters running, like sliding and reloading their weapons and all that kind of stuff. So I remember doing that in my spare time. Like that wasn't even like school stuff. It was just like me having fun modding games and like adding unique animations to them. And I used to also do the models for them and texture them. Like I used to do like a lot of 3D stuff, you know, in my spare time because I love video games. I just like doing stuff. And in my regular time, not in my spare time, my regular time, I was doing like more like 2D stuff, you know, like comic books and 2D animations and concept art and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I would go home and in my spare time I would do like 3D stuff for games and yeah. So yeah. Like I used to do a lot of ZBrush stuff too, and like when ZBrush was like kind of like starting out, like it was something that was new and fresh, you know, like Mudbox and all that. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those sculpting tools it's cut down 3D modeling time from like days into like hours.
Yeah, that's something I would love to eventually like try again, but yeah, again, I don't have time, unfortunately. But one day maybe. One day.
It's would you go back to that, or would you try to adapt the newer programs like?
Oh, I would adapt for sure the newer programs because it was like super tedious. The worst part about the old methods, like what I used to do in 3D, like the worst was like skinning stuff, you know, like the topography or whatever, and like skinning and all that, like rigging, like all that stuff was like super tedious. That was the worst thing that I hated about 3D, basically. But I think there's new methods nowadays that are more, probably
Blender
better.
has a whole bunch of easier alternatives now.
Yeah, exactly. So that'd be cool to learn and like just dabble with, but I don't have time. Eventually one day, I don't know. If I have like time on my hands, I'll explore again, but yeah. Not right now.
Oh yeah, so. I mean, was RenP your first choice when it came to game developing, or did you try other ones first? And
I tried like 2 or 3 other engines, but I forget their names, and they were all free. Like the reason why I used RenP because it was free. Like it was just like I was trying to do like a visual novel that's like an actual visual novel. Like not like I feel like people, especially like there's a lot of adult visual novel games that are more like games with a lot of dialogue. I find, you know, like I wouldn't really call them visual novels, almost, you know. Like to me, when I first was trying out a bunch of different engines like RenP, I was trying to do more like a book with huge illustrations in it, you know, and fun, like almost like it's, you know, when you have like cutscenes that have like multiple parts that are parallaxed and it's like moving a little bit, and it's kind of interactive in a sense that it's moving. It's like animated and stuff. Like I was thinking of doing something like that with Renpai, you know, and I wanted to do more like a lot of writing with like a few really good illustrations that are like super cool, you know, like, and I wanted to do like a fun stories like that I would take my time and add like chapters and stuff. Like that was my original idea with Renpai, and I tested like 2 or 3 other engines, and I eventually settled with Renpai because I think it was a little bit more user friendly in terms of someone who doesn't know a lot about code, because I sucked at coding, right? So I was like, yeah, Renpai offers a lot of like easy tools and easy documentation to get results quickly, basically, right? It wasn't the most flexible engine, but it was the one that you could get stuff in and get it working as quickly as possible, right? But
Yeah, absolutely.
But before I got into that, I was trying to learn the engine first, and then I met with a bunch of people from the Renpai forums, and I was working with them to learn and asking them questions how to do code, basically. And they were telling me to like do stuff, like do a test and just have fun with the engine before you actually make your game, because if you go and right away make your game, you're gonna end up, it's kind of like trying to climb the Everest when you don't know how to climb, right? So you're going to waste a lot of time not really learning the basics, trying to do something that's too ambitious and fail, and then you're going to give up. You know what I mean? So they were like telling me like just do like one character talking or something like that, and like just use like try to learn Renpai for what it's meant, right? And go through the documentation. So that's when I started Summertime Saga instead of my actual project that I wanted to make, right? And Summertime Saga was like, it was only Roxy, and it was like on a beach, and she was talking or something like that, right? That's how it started. So that's how I picked up Renpai, basically. Like it was just me trying to learn how to use Renpai, basically. And I did like a test build, and it was I put a fake splash screen, which was Summertime Saga, and there's no main character on it. There was just Roxy, and it was just a girl talking, and I was trying to do like an intro, a splash screen, then like a menu, and then I wanted to do basically like a few cutscenes, and then a character talking with a few input, and then having like kind of like returning to an initial state and something like that. And that was it. Like that's all I did. But then a lot of people liked the art and thought it was funny, and then a bunch of people wanted me to continue like making it more than just a character talking, and that was just test build basically. So yeah, and eventually it became like Summertime Saga now, but that's after a lot of people telling me to continue and do something more out of it, basically. Like if no one cared, like if I did that little test build and everyone would be like, oh yeah, it's all right, but it's, you know, whatever, right? And no one cared, I would have scrapped it, and I would have probably tried to do the actual project that I wanted to do. You know what I mean? I'd be like, hey, I know how to do this, I know the basics, let's go to actually do like a project that I really want to do, you know? And then I would have done the other project that I had. And I have stuff for it too. Like I have like a whole pitch for this other project that I was supposed to be working on instead of Summertime Saga. That was more like, it's not an adult game, it's just an actual game. It's more like a story. It's more like a novel that has a bunch of illustrations and all that, which is what I really wanted to do. But yeah. So it's funny because if I didn't do that test build, Summertime Saga would never have existed. Like I didn't even know there was like a lot of adult games that existed even like prior to that point, you know. So it was wild. Yeah, it was weird, but it was cool. I mean, it was like, I guess it opened the doors to me creating my own project, which is for a living, which is ultimately what I wanted to do anyway. But yeah.
That is interesting because for Western games there was a small handful, but they were generally you'd actually have to dig for them.
Yeah.
What's interesting is because of Summertime Saga, you've inspired like a lot of people to follow the same formula that you kind of trailblazed.
Yeah.
Have you tried any of them? And is there any ones that you...
No, I haven't tried any of them. A lot of people ask me sometimes like, oh, what other games should I play and all that, and I always say the same thing. I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't really play other adult games. I don't even play regular games. Like I wish I could just play a game, like just in general, like, and so like adult games even less. Like I don't have time for that. But I know I see stuff on on our Discord server of like people talking about other adult games, right? So I know they're there, and I know there's like some good ones out there because people talk about them and they're like, oh, like this game is cool, blah blah blah. So what I usually tell people is like just go on our Discord server and ask around, because like a lot of people talk about other cool projects that are out there. So there are other ones for sure, you know. And there's a lot of copies of Summertime Saga, but it's fine too. Like sometimes people are like, oh, are you upset that all these games are copying you? And I'm like, no, I don't care. Like, as long as they're not ripping off like the actual assets or the story, I don't care. Like if they're inspired or influenced by me and to make something similar, then that's fine. That's cool. Like, you know, you can't really prevent people from being creative. And ultimately, sometimes Saga is inspired by certain things in my life that I've seen or whatever, right? Character wise, character design wise, or world wise. It's like sometimes Saga is also taken from different ideas or things that I've seen in my life, you know. And like, so if other people are influenced by it too, that's fine. I mean, that's just a natural progression of things, you know. And eventually someone will probably do something that's even better than Summertime Saga, and then someone else will pick from that and make something even better, and like it'll just keep going, you know what I mean? So I think that's just a natural progression of people being creative. And, you know, it's the same with music, right? Like people pick from other music and make their own music, and so yeah. Anyway, so.
Oh no, it's really interesting. The when you're done with Summertime Saga, and you're working on other projects, would you consider releasing like the source code so people can modify the story and do whatever?
Maybe, yeah, it's possible, yeah, for sure, yeah. I think I'd have to talk to Stray about it before. I mean, obviously, it's like I own the code in a certain sense, but obviously, like Stray's is putting a lot of time and effort in it, so I would definitely ask him before I did. I'd be open for it for sure because I don't mind, but I think Stray would. I would ask his input first, you know, just to make sure he's okay with it, I guess. Yeah.
On the topic of animation, if you're given the opportunity to make an animated web show, what sort of genre would you go into? Because your art style does hold a lot of it can fit into like genres really well. Like if you could use your art style in another in a animated series, like what type of genre would you do?
An anime series?
Animated series, so like any type of animation.
For Summertime Saga?
Not Summertime Saga per se. Like if you're able to create your dream animated series.
Oh, I see what you mean.
What would you do?
Oh, I think I would do something more. I want to say something more serious, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, there's so much like potential. I have so many ideas. There's so many different things I could be doing, but I don't know. It's a hard question. Like, it depends what your goal is. Like, it's like, here's the thing, right? Like, I like all, you know, like storytelling can be done in so many different ways and be successful and be impactful, right? Because ultimately, when someone is trying to make a story, right, the goal of the artist is to make something impactful, right? Whether it makes people laugh, it makes people cry, it makes people go like, "Wow, this is amazing!" Like you're trying to like be impactful, right? You want to make the story impactful, the characters impactful, and all that kind of stuff, right? That's your goal as an artist, right? Like your audience is perceiving that information and reacting to it with emotions, right? So like asking that question is kind of like, it's like, what am, you know, of course I want to be impactful, but at the same time, I love all sorts of different themes and genres, right? Like I like South Park because it's hilarious and it's surreal and it's bizarre, right? But it's in its own way, it's amazing, right? And then I like things like some animes that are more like also funny, but a bit more serious, but also maybe more geared towards an adventure. Like, you know, Cowboy Bebop is excellent, right? Like there's all sorts of animes like that are great. And then there's like things like The Simpsons are great too, but it's like their own style of comedy. And then you can have like things that are more serious. Like you can have like an animated series that's like more like a drama, and it's also amazing. Like it evokes all sorts of emotion. So I don't know what I would do, you know, like I have so many different ideas, some that are more like action packed, some that are more like dark, some that are more like funny and hilarious. So I don't know which one I would pick, to be honest. I mean, there's so many options, right? Like, I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know.
definitely. It's I mean, for what you provide, like even Summertime Saga does dip in a little, like does have moments where it goes incredibly serious.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just horny 100% of the time.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, when we hung out, we did talk about the concept of your passion for making content and adult work, and you wanted to make Summertime Saga more than just the masturbatory material.
Yeah, 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 of course, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, we try to do both. I mean, obviously, it's like it's okay to do both. I don't think they're mutually exclusive, right? Like you can have like smut stuff and like adult content that's just kind of like I don't want to say shallow, but like just straight sex. But at the same time, you can have, I think, interesting ideas and good dialogue and interesting stories mixed in at the same time. Like I don't think the both should be separate. I think they can both exist, right? But
Well, that's what we talked about. Yeah.
yeah. So I think we try to do both. Yeah.
Have you felt like you were you wanting to pursue more in one area, but it seems to be overshadowed by like some sort of demand for one thing over another? Like your artistic integrity, do you feel like it's been kind of shifted based
No,
off of?
I think we're trying to do both, and it's hard.
No doubt. I mean,
Like what I mean by that is that like if we focus on one or the other, it would be easier and faster for us to produce content, right? Like if imagine if Summertime Saga was a game about you living with Jenny and that's it, right? And we didn't have to worry about too much about any other story around that. We wouldn't have to worry about the rest of the town. It's just you in a house with Jenny, right? And the Jenny story is just you trying to like get in her pants, right? And we do like 10 steps of that, okay? And then you unlock the sex with her, right? And then basically like all I could do is focus on doing like hundreds of different angles and positions and scenes with her. Like at this point in time, after working on this project for 5 years, imagine if that's all I had to do. Like the game would be, first of all, it'd be done, right? And we would have like so much content for one character. You know what I mean? Like every position you can think of, every whatever, everything would be super polished. The character art, the backgrounds, the story, the writing, like everything would be, you know what I mean? Like extra polished with tons of content, right? It would be ridiculous. Like Jenny would have like 100 sex scenes and animations, right? So it's like in a way that's like way easier to focus on and put your mind around and wrap up and polish than what we're doing currently, You know what I mean?
well, yeah, what you're doing currently
So-
is incredibly different from a lot of other like not even just Summertime Saga inspired work, but a lot of adult work as well. Like you take there was this one creator who made a Dune parody that is substantially a visual novel mixed with management, but its core thing was just go to adult scene to adult scene. There isn't much character development, and that's what your game has a lot of, is character development for each individual character,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it more what's the word? Well, people like how you draw characters, but it's also like people have favorite characters based off of what you've created,
Yeah.
both visually and written.
Yeah.
And that does stand out a lot more than a lot of our other content. I mean, in a way, you've succeeded in writing a very full narrative as well as making a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I had a lot of help for that.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
Like,
at first I didn't, but eventually I needed to. Yeah, because like without Stray and Sploosh and the opposing guys like Mindright and all that like involved, it'd be hard for me to finish anything. At a reasonable pace for sure. I mean, the scale of the project is a bit big now, so yeah.
Well, it went from 4 or 5 frames for the sex scenes to like.
Oh,
fully
dude, it was more
animated.
like 2-3 frames at first. Like if you look at I think the first sex scenes that I did was Ivy, like the girl in the mall, like the masseuse girl, kind of. I think
Oh,
that
yeah,
was,
yeah.
and I think it's like 2 frames. I mean, it's like super basic, you know. And that's all the time that I had for it. Like I couldn't do like super advanced like polished animations because I'm like I have to continue coding and posing and writing, so it was like wild, you know. But yeah. But yeah, now we can do like now I just use freelance animators. I do all the art still, but I give that to them and then they make like super smooth animations and stuff. So yeah.
Is it? Did you have to like direct them on what type of animation you wanted, or
Yeah.
they gave you something and you're like, "Hey, this is good. Keep doing that."
No, I give him like a package of information. Like I give him all the art, which is all done. I tell him what kind of like, and I give him like reference, like GIF at reference of like video clips online of like pornos where I'm like, yeah, this kind of pacing, this like I give him a ton of information, and I'm like, I want you to do like this, like that with this speed, you know, like, and then send me like and then they would send me like states of how their animation's going, and I give them like feedback on that, and so on and so on, you know. Oh
So
shit!
very much like a
gotta go.
studio would.
Sorry, Con. Yeah, like a studio. Yeah. Con, I gotta go, man.
All right. It's
right.
been nice talking to you again. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too, Con, man. Have a good night. All right, guys, I gotta go. Sorry. Daddy Cookie's gotta go see Baby Cookie. So I'll be back tomorrow. Continue this the streams, and I'm going to finish more full body shots. But we did a lot today. We did like 5 or 6 of them, so that's good. But we're almost there. I think there's like 12 left or something. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow for another stream. And so thanks for watching, supporting, and have a good night, guys. Bye.